actually involved in a major project, and the project is definitely of interest to all of us, including ourselves, to the general public, people of Pakistan. We got a license to set up a mobile network under the name of Warid. Two companies got it. Warid is one of them. So these days we are very much involved in setting up the network, and we intend to start, inshallah, on day one with 15-20 cities at least. So it's a major project that we have undertaken. I basically got educated from Sir Syed School and College in Rawalpindi, and after doing my FA from there in mathematics, statistics and economics, I decided to go for Bachelor of Commerce, and I got inducted into Delhi College of Commerce, which is under Punjab University in Lahore. That's right. So I went to Lahore, did my BCom from there, came back to Rawalpindi, got associated to Ferguson's chartered accountancy firm for my accountancy training. After that was over, I started my career. In between, I went to UK just to get my MBA degree, an executive MBA program. Since that, I've been working. My first job was with DHL. I worked with them for a few years, also helped them set up the local courier service, which was TCS. And after that, I joined the oil and gas sector, worked for two overseas oil and gas exploration companies. One of them was Petro-Canada, which is equivalent of our OGDC and is owned by Government of Canada. The other was a relatively smaller private sector firm by the name of Canadian Occidental Petroleum. After working for oil and gas sector for about 7 years, I got a chance to start working for telecommunication sector, and those days Mobilink was being set up. So I joined them, was one of the very early team members. When I joined them, there were hardly 10-15 employees that had joined Mobilink. We started the company from Lahore and gradually expanded it. And when I left them in early May 2004, I was working with them as Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. I wasn't really a very keen student. I would rate myself as an average student. We were kind of, in those days, not very enthusiastic about studies only. We were in a mode where people used to maintain a balance. So we were at all times going for various games, sporting activities, social activities. So I was involved in practically every game. So basically, I wasn't a good sportsman in one particular game, but an average sportsman in various activities, cricket, jack of all trades. So cricket, hockey, table tennis, football, everything, we tried in those days. Yasir, my name is Hamid Farooq, and I'm just sitting here in front of you. I believe, and I'm a firm believer on this, that to rise to a reasonable position in your career and in your life, you need to be having a balanced personality. I've seen a lot of people, some of the people were studying with us, and we in those days used to envy them because they were such good students and they would always top top would take positions in the board, in the school, college, and we were kind of in the middle way. But those people were just focused onto the studies only, whereas we used to have a balanced life. In those days, we really did not understand that it would be of an advantage to us, maintaining a balance would be a long-term benefit to us. So I still believe that to get to a top position, you need to have a balance in your life. You just can't be expert in one area and ignore all of the other things in your life. I would start by saying that having so much competition in the market is the real excitement. One can look at it from different angles, but as we look at it, we feel that we should definitely not be taking it as a negative thing. Yes, competition is there. It's an intense competition. Competition will further be, as we anticipate, market conditions will be tough, but I think the potential is there. There's room in the market. The population size is big. The mobile density and mobile penetration is low. So these are the factors that really encourage us that yes, despite the fact that there are 4 players already in the market in the mobile telephony, 2 will be coming shortly. So in all, you have 6 players. So there will be competition, but we are prepared for it. But one thing that I'd like to share with you is that generally I am a good observer. I like to observe people, people that you have seen, as great leaders, as, other people who are performing in different areas of our life. So I've generally been observing people, and I observe, and I'm a silent observer and a learner. So I basically, wherever I see there's something good in somebody, I like to adapt to that. I'm a Leo. I've not really paid enough attention to it because I don't believe in those things a lot, but a lot of people do. Well, I've got 3 sons. 3 children, 2 sons and 1 daughter, and I am a happily married person. My eldest son is just done his undergraduate program, his BBA from NUST in Rawalpindi, and he's now proceeded overseas to get work experience in a company, after which he intends to do his master's. My daughter did her A-levels, and she is now studying in her BBA program. And then we have a latecomer in the family. I have a young son, 4.5 years old, and he's just started going to school. These days, to be honest, I don't find any time at all to think of any other thing. The only thing I do keep in mind is that wherever I get some time, I need to spend it with my family, because I'm traveling a lot these days. So as soon as I get an opportunity, I come back, spend a day or 2 with my family, and then move on. Because setting up this network, you need to be on the move all the times, traveling all across Pakistan. I haven't had the opportunity or time to really go for it, but in school days, this was one of the favorite hobbies that I had, and I generally liked the Western type movies, Bacana's Gold, 100 Rifles, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, something like that. I haven't seen a Pakistani movie for quite some time now, even not an Indian. In Pakistani film industry, I used to like Muhammad Ali. a lot. Well, from Hollywood, Clint Eastwood used to be my favorite actor, and now you see so many faces, the younger generation. So I've not been able to keep pace with that, but Indian movies, Madhuri was one of my favorite actresses. Excuse me, I'll just hear it.
Just want to interrupt you. Actually, मेरा उसके जो थी रेड्स की वो आगे कर्नल साहब ने अपने कमेंट्स दे दिए.
Okay.
तो just I need.
So how much time will it take to
Sir, I
finish the job?
3 to 4 days.
Okay.
All the drawings are attached to this.
So you need my approval?
Ji, sir, I need approval.
Okay. Thank you very
So
much.
you can trust dynamic follow कर दिया आगे.
Just this you can keep. We'll discuss it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I am a person who likes to be close to nature. To be honest, even if I have an opportunity to go to a far-flung area, I would rather spend that time, save that time, and spend it in the northern areas of Pakistan. Mashallah, we have got such nice areas. So you need to be there, and I have done it in my student life and later on as well. Many times I've traveled to Punjab to up to China border on the Karakoram highway, and it's a lifetime experience. Occasionally, but cigars only. Well, Cohibas generally, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Which perfume you prefer?
Well, nothing specific. Any good perfume. I've got a variety of perfumes. So whichever is in front of me, I generally use that. It's human psyche, generally wives demand time from their husbands, and they have a right to do so. And obviously your family, your children, they do need your attention and time. But after a certain time in your career, a lot of things don't remain entirely under your control. So I am passing through that phase, but at the same time, I try my best. Whatever time I can spare, I like to spend that with my family. But my wife is also supportive, that she understands what sort of job responsibilities on hands these days, and accordingly we need to make an adjustment in our routine. I think that's a correct statement, because without the real support of your spouse, I think it is extremely difficult to manage your responsibilities, even at office and various other official responsibilities that you may have. Well, I think probably I would term it that yes, if I can rewind the time, what I would like to do is to spend more time with the family, because the elder, the two children, have gone to college now. I did not get enough opportunity to spend time with them, and by the time I realized they are already grown up. So I'm trying to compensate that with the youngest one, and I try to give as much time as possible to him. I think during my professional career and as a person otherwise, what I've seen is that honesty and integrity coupled with patience pays off. So my philosophy is that do not react to situations because times do not remain the same. Uh, that's the situation. You know, you always have a different situation on hands, and accordingly, so if you are upset on something today, you need to just console yourself by saying that this situation will change, and it does changes. I think in terms of my, excuse me, I think in terms of my approach towards life, what I could have done was that maybe I would have paid more attention to my studies. Again, I would again say that maintaining a balance is extremely important, but I think I could have done better. So this is something that if I get an opportunity again, I would like to do, you know, focus more on my studies, and elsewhere, you know, various things that one can do. You can contribute more time to your family, you can contribute more time to some of the social causes and activities that you know, you have not been able to do. Again, one can do it today, and I'm trying to, you know, do whatever possibly I can do, but the time that has passed is not going to come back. So, you know, basically that is the way I think. I think it depends. It depends entirely on your personality, your nature. If you are a person who is aspiring for something in life, and once you get there and you are able to, you know, or you're a contented person at that level, so then it's okay. However, if you do not stop yourself, then it's a never-ending story. You continue to look forward and forward. Generally, I consider myself as a good human being. I may not be a very religious person, but at the same time, I try not to harm anybody by my actions or by my words. So I generally try to, you know, be in a position where through me, if people are not really benefiting, so they are not really getting any adverse effects as well. So generally consider myself as a humble and a down-to-earth human being. Warid, as you know, is a new name. The group has owned by Abu Dhabi Group, has no prior telecommunication experience, but has a lot of presence in Pakistan in the financial services sector. Otherwise, the group is involved in other countries in various other industries, including oil and gas sector, you know, automotive, various other things that they do. In Pakistan, they got this opportunity. They were very focused. They see a lot of potential here, so they got this license. In addition to building up mobile cellular network, the group is also now focusing on to other projects, such as very recently the group is signed an MOU with the government of Punjab, in trying to set up a real estate project in Lahore, which would have a 5-star hotel, convention center, some of the other facilities. So the group is very much focused on Pakistan and see that as a potential area of future investment. Well, to the young lot, one thing that I see is that generally they are impatient. This is something I would like to remind them, that patience is something that they need to cultivate in themselves, and with patience they can overcome a lot of hurdles, they can achieve a lot more, and to me that's the word, that's the name of the game, and that's the shortcut to success. If they stay focused, if they maintain their integrity and dignity, and at the same time show patience in their professional as well as personal life, they would be able to rise to the levels that they aspire to or want to in their. That is because in our times they were very restricted opportunities. Just imagine in our times having a telephone at your house, or having a TV or a radio at your house was considered to be a luxury. Well, things have changed now. All of these things have become available to everybody and anybody. And these are the requirements of life. These are the necessities of life rather than luxuries. So I think with the kind of education mediums that are available today, with the kind of parents' focus towards their children's education, I think the opportunities are amazing, and they should make best use of these opportunities that are available in today's world versus what used to be available to us. Well, I think if the type of education that they are exposed to, the world has become a global village, so everything is accessible. Internet, you can download anything, you can access to any information medium. So these are tremendous opportunities. The only thing that worries me is the training that the younger generation is getting from their homes. I think as parents, there is a very big responsibility on us to make sure that our children get the proper training in their homes. This is something parents are unfortunately finding it difficult, because they themselves are so much involved and busy in their lives that the contribution that they should be making towards their children is not enough. So this is something we need to overcome.